Hello, Blue Devils. Happy Friday. So great to see y'all again. To everybody that's sitting up in their room saying, no, 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 I don't want to do work because it's Friday and it feels good outside. Hello to you. That 90s mix was played today for Miss Dillard, who requested a little something from our DJ. Hope the DJ impressed you and did you well. So, y'all, we have a lot of exciting updates for you today. We have some political forums that are happening this weekend we'll talk about. We have a huge scholarship workshop that's taking place this weekend we'll tell you about. We have Women's Herstory Month coming up. We got Pride Month coming up. We have so many things happening. Today, I'm excited to have with me Miss Dillard University herself, Kaylin Tanner. And we also have the amazing Mr. Spencer Jones, who has too many accolades to even name them all. But he is amazing, and he is one of the interns in the SEAL office. So, without further ado, I will hand it off to Spencer first.
All right. Hello, everyone. So glad to be here. So glad to be able to speak to all of you. As Dr. Courtney stated before, I am an intern in the Office of Student Engagement and Leadership. And one of the tasks that we've really taken up is trying to make Dillard University a more inclusive campus for all, and specifically for the LGBTQ community. So we thought, why not try something new? Why not try something that Dillard has never done before? And why not create our own Dillard University Pride Month 2021? Now you may be thinking like Pride Month is usually later on in the year, it's not usually in March. Well, we want to do something different. So here we've created an entire Pride with events and schedules all throughout the month. I'm going to share my screen now so you all can take a look at the flyer. Give me 1 second. Okay, I hope you all can see it there. So as you can see, Student Engagement and Leadership presents Pride Month, a month-long celebration of our LGBT community, making the Oaks inclusive for all. So you're probably thinking like, what do we have planned? What can we do? So actually on Monday, March 1st in 2021, we're going to have a social media takeover all day, where we're going to kick off with a social media campaign with our new Twitter and Instagram that we created just specifically for Pride Month, and it's called @DUPride1. But we don't want this Instagram and Twitter page just to say for Pride Month. We want this to be a continuous thing, because we don't want Pride Month just to be for the month of March 2021. We want it to be a continuous thing. We want to cultivate a new culture at Dillard to become inclusive for all. So like I said before, Monday, March 1st, we'll start with the social media takeover, where we'll spat out different facts about LGBTQ history. And then we'll also do a social media challenge where students at Dillard will be able to post themselves in different colors, and you may even win some prizes if you come with the best fit for us as well. And then Tuesday, March 2nd, the day after the first event, we're going to have our Block Tuesday Pride Edition. At 11 a.m. On Kearney Terrace. And different handouts will be giving out there, pride flags, pride wristbands. Then we'll also have a photo op possibly also as well of a pride flag where students can take pictures, post them, and obviously we'll have good music as well. And then Friday, March 5th, the Friday of that first week in March, we're going to have an event called Living Out Loud. And this will take place at 11:30 a.m. in Kearney Lounge. And what Living Out Loud is where we're going to create an interactive board in Kearney Lounge, where the students can come by and write sticky note, nice notes about what pride means to them and things of that nature. And the thing about this board is it can change periodically throughout the month, and different people in this working group will come up with new designs for this interactive board as well. And then Sunday, March 7th, we're going to have an event in Lawless Chapel at 6:30 p.m. called Queer and Saved. So one thing that we figured out when we talk to students is, they feel like students in the church, we want to change that. And this is a chapel event that we're having. Reverend Brisbane, our very own Dillard University chaplain, will be the moderator for this event. It's going to be a conversation of how can we make the LGBTQ community more included in church, and how can we even progress society to do the same. And then Friday, March 12th, we're going to have a queer love panel, which will be headed by our own Makai Hayes. It will feature many different queer and LGBTQ students about, what it means and how can you find a relationship in the LGBTQ community and like what that means. And also Wednesday, March 17th, which is something that is very important, we will be having an LGBTQI plus health day at 4 p.m. in George's Auditorium. So you're probably thinking, what does that mean? Well, we talked to students, us in this working group, we've talked to students and found out that they feel like at Dillon University, in terms of LGBTQI health and safe sex, it's not a subject that's talked about enough on our campus. So we really want to change this. So we're going to have a doctor come from off campus who is a part of the community and really give their experience as to how you have safe sex and what to do, what not to do, because it's something that's not talked about. We hear about heterosexual safe sex all the time. We don't hear about LGBTQI plus health and safe sex. So that is something that we want to change. And then Friday, March 19th, we will have in the Student Union at 8 p.m., we will have what is called a Pride Parade, which will essentially be a Student Union takeover with many different activities and games on every floor of the Student Union, on the first floor, second floor, and third floor, able to make different arts and crafts. And on the first floor, we'll have different games like Family Feud and other sorts of activities as well. And then Thursday, March 25th, we are going to have an event in Carney Lounge at 12 p.m. called Black and Bi. And basically what this will be our Bisexual Awareness Day, teaching students who even aren't a part of the community, what it means to be bisexual and what the terms like non-binary means and the different terms, because what you want to do is you want to educate people that aren't a part of the community, about how to use these different terminologies so that they can come correct. And then Wednesday, March 35th, this will be the last event of the Pride Month at PSB Atrium at 9 p.m. This is the event that we're really excited about because this is something different, and it's called Strike a Pose, and this will be an LGBTQ ball. On that day, that day is the last day of elections, and it's actually the day before we go back home for spring break as well, because we get April 1st through the 5th off for school. So that'll be the last day. Come out in your fly spits, suits, and dresses, everything. Come out, just step in, and they would also have possibly celebrity guests there as well. And it'll just be a great day for students to unwind before we go back for the semester. So this is the flyer here, and also stop sharing my screen. So if you would like to become a part of the task force or the working group as well, if you want to give your input or you want to be a part of this work, the events and things of that nature, please let us know. Again, our Twitter page is at DU Pride 1, or you can message me on Instagram or Twitter. If some of you might have me on there. And then also you can email me at spencer.jones@dillard.edu if you want to get involved, because what we want to do is we want to make this Pride Month something that is very special at Dillard, because at Dillard we've never really had a Pride Month or a month that was dedicated specifically for the LGBTQ community. So we really want to cultivate a new culture at Dillard that is inclusive for all. So yes, that is Pride Month, and that will be happening throughout the month.
Well, fantastic. Great work to Spencer and his team. I'm very excited to see what will take place during that month. I know there are going to be so many great things. I'm sure the House of Pride members are going to be out in full force. So we are very, very excited. Speaking of that Block Tuesday, a little birdie told me it's going to be a special Block Tuesday, y'all, this upcoming Tuesday. So if I were y'all, I would probably be out there. I know Lit's going to be out there. I think Blue Troop's going to be out there. Our LGBT task force will be there. So you just may want to stop by, may have a giveaway or something like that, potentially. We'll see if the little birdie's right. Yeah, we'll see. So, Miss Dillard, we know that March is also Women's History Month. So, what are we doing for Women's History Month at DU?
All right. Well, I don't have a fancy flyer like Mr. Spencer Jones, so I don't know how to top that, but we're going to work on it and get that to you today. So Women's History Month, let's put some respect on it, is about celebrating all types of women from all different walks of life, right? So for March 1st, we're going to redo this Boss Up Monday thing, and it's going to be strictly for the women of Dillard. Now, I mean, y'all could dress up like Spencer. Spencer loves dressing up or whatever. He could dress up or whatever. But we're just saying, like, this is for the women of DU. So we want y'all to come out, and we're going to all take one big picture together, and just show them what, Black queens really look like. So yeah. And then on Tuesday, we will be having a Block Tuesday as well. It's going to be combined. So yes, the little birdie was right. I'm not going to give all the tips and tricks out, but we will be partnering up with the LGBTQ task force and Blue Troop and Lit to do Block Tuesday. So y'all come out and look fresh there and get some giveaways as well. And then let me get my little list out. But basically throughout the whole month, we will be celebrating Black women in politics, Black women in health, Black women in the arts, just making sure that we touch on really what it means to be a holistic, woman. There's all different types of women on Dillard's campus. And I think one thing that was super important to me and everyone else is working on this, working on Women's History Month, was to make sure that we are partnering up with organizations in the community. So that's what I'm working on with Dr. Courtney right now, making sure that we get different nonprofits out here and we expose you to the different nonprofits that you can utilize their resources in the community. And I'm super excited to state that we're working to have a women's empowerment conference, and tentatively, the dates will be, let me go to my screen. Tentatively, the dates will be March 19th, which is a Friday, to Sunday, March 21st. And there we'll have a Queen's Brunch. So that'll be for all the women. And I'm planning on inviting I didn't tell Dr. Courtney this, but I'm planning on inviting the other HBCU queens from Louisiana so they can come speak as well. Yeah, I didn't tell you that, but yeah, we'll talk about that. And then we're going to talk about women in politics, like I stated, and hopefully we'll have a few special guests throughout the month. So I know that was a lot of information. We're going to get a calendar out to you tonight, to talk about that. But thanks again for having me. And Dr. Courtney, can I go ahead and talk about the election stuff that we have going on?
Yeah, sure, absolutely. Let me preface it a little bit and say, so everyone, March is a very big month at DU. So in addition to Women's History Month, in addition to Pride Month, in addition to all the other things that we have going on like usual, March is also election month for our student elected positions in the Student Government Association as well as Royal Court. So in the coming weeks, you'll begin to see advertisement for students that are running for these positions. It's very, very important that you remember that your vote is your voice for these student leaders. So we encourage everyone to get very engaged in this process. Again, there'll be lots of information. We'll have speeches and debates. We'll have meet the candidates. We'll have a showcase for the Royal Court candidates so that you can meet everyone. So really stay tuned for that information. And it's my favorite time of year. So I'm excited to see the creative campaigns that all of your peers will be presenting to you. So more to come on that in the next couple of days, but take it away, Ms. Dillard. You're on mute.
I'm still on mute.
Yep.
I got this. All right. Thank you. So thank you for that, Dr. Courtney. But this weekend, we do have activities on top of activities for civic engagement. So if you want to get involved, your voice matters. How can you get involved? I'm going to tell you how. So actually today we have the Protest and Patriotism panel. This is presented by the Center for Racial Justice, and Ms. Toya Smith, the senior class representative, is actually on that panel today. So that is from 1:30 to 3 p.m. So please come out. And that's a virtual panel discussion, and it's in your email. So next we have tomorrow is going to be the Empowerment and Policy Conference by the Urban League. And we have Mr. Carlos Pollard Jr., who is going to be on that panel, and I will be on the panel as well tomorrow. So if you want to get civically engaged and you want to meet community members, definitely sign up for that. It's in your email, the blueprint email. And then we have a special announcement. So the District 2 congressional candidates will be coming to Dillard University Saturday, tomorrow, and Sunday. So we have a part one of the panel, and we'll also have a part two of the panel. So this is a great opportunity for you to meet the people that you will be voting on next week. We'll be voting for, not next week, I'm sorry, next month. So please come out. Blue Trip will be there taking temperatures. It's in Georgia's auditorium. So please come out and get to know these candidates. They are here to represent you. So make sure your voice is heard. And if you have any questions that you would like to ask them, please email student engagement and we can go ahead and put that question on the list.
Awesome. My turn again? Okay, great. Another update that we're excited to talk about. How many folks out there, by a show of virtual hands, want to know more about how to get scholarships? Just me? Okay, I see some people going in the chat. Yep, absolutely. So tomorrow, we're really excited that we'll be hosting a UNCF Scholarship Informational and Essay Workshop. This will be hosted by Mr. Derek Webb from DU23. I hope I'm not saying the wrong year, but he's got some phenomenal information for you all. So definitely encourage you to take advantage of that. It will be streamed live on Zoom as well. So I will send out an email today with all of this information for you so that you have it. Any other announcements, guys?
From my end, no.
Okay, y'all. Well, we'll take a minute and take any questions from folks. So if you have a question, please drop it in the chat box or put it in the Q&A box. So we'll give you a few minutes to do that. Or if there's any other event you want us to mention or anything that's happening, drop it in. Also, to answer everyone's question, and I keep getting, folks are like, is Springfest happening? Is Springfest happening? Is Springfest happening? As far as I know, it is. So there's one thing that will help to make sure that it happens. Wear your mask. I know. Kaylin just said, I'm not about to play with you. I know what she said. But y'all, you got to wear your mask. You got to stay safe. We're going to have more Blue Troop members out making sure that this is happening. So please wear your mask. And if we keep our numbers down, just as they're looking right now, I think we'll be good. We have not had any major spikes this week, no kind of outbreaks or anything. So that's great. So let's keep up the great work. I'm really proud of y'all. And so again, on Tuesday, I think the little birdie is right. I think we'll have some special things for the campus at Block Tuesday. I'm not seeing any questions coming through or anything in the chat box. Yes, I was the DJ, the person who asked. So yeah, I got a few skills. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. I do have one more thing. If you are in a women-led organization, or you are the founder, president, please reach out to me about Women's History Month. I would love your input. I would love to collaborate and make sure that all the women's organizations' voices are heard. So please, please, please reach out to me.
And same with the Pride Month as well. If you can reach out to me, like I said before, about email or anything, because one thing we want to do with Pride Month is it's not just for the LGBTQ community, but it is for everyone because we want to make it inclusive. So if you want to reach out to me if you're part of an organization, but even if you are not a part of an organization, you're a student that just wants to help or give your opinion.
Absolutely. So y'all feel free to reach out to them. That's spencer.jones@dillard.edu, kaylin.tanner@dillard.edu. If all else fails and you're like, that's too many names to remember, you can always email studentengagement@dillard.edu. Make sure y'all take the student experience survey. Tell us how you're feeling. We know some people have been a little upset about Wi-Fi and different things going on lately. Please take the time to complete that survey. Let us know what's on your mind so that we can follow up appropriately. And that's it for us this week. We thank y'all so much for coming out. This has been great as always. If you have ideas for future guests that we should include in our webinars or future topics, send those to me at studentengagement@dillard.edu, and we'll be happy to make that happen for you. Y'all have an amazing day, and we'll see you soon.